This Farm to Fork segment is sponsored by NetFM.
Today I have the great opportunity of standing in some beautiful citrus orchards with Mr. Gary Caviglia. Gary, it's Crystal Cove Farms. It's one thing to call a place a farm. What goes into the consideration of making it a farm and actually choosing the citrus that you're going to plant and put into your orchards?
Well, it depends on what's there physically. I mean, if you're doing oranges, ideally you want warmer locations. This particular orchard was planted in 1906, so the old-timers knew that this was a warm location. They also had access to water through the Wachumna Ditch, which runs right through the ranch, which was actually a canal that went through Visalia and all the way to Goshen at one time. It was dug in 1860. So they had the warm location, they had the water, and they had the power coming out of Three Rivers. So that's why this particular ranch was put together in 1906 versus, let's say, out west of here.
Now, you've got the unique situation where you've got different varieties that are planted out here. You can explain a little bit how you've chose those, but there are also trees in this field that they've been here since the first planting.
Yes, about half the orchard's still the original 1906 planting. It's still producing. So I kind of look at it, by the time I make the decision, it's about a 10-year decision for me to turn an orchard around.
Now, we see navels in the supermarket, a long period of time. Do they all come off at the same time, or are the different varieties harvested at different time periods?
No, the navels actually start with the earlier varieties first in November, or sometimes even the end of October. And we push the navel market all the way through to about April, even into May sometimes. And we have different varieties. This particular variety that we're standing in this orchard right now is a mid-season, so it comes off about now. We're done with the early varieties. We'll start the late varieties probably around February, and we'll take that into April and May.
Well, next week we're going to bring you just a little bit more that goes into actually putting this fruit on the table. For Farm to Fork, I'm Rich Krebs.